They say we stand for nothing and there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel that we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Time to fight the system when you're standing at a distance. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on their door. When you trust your television, what you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. That's why we're waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day a generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. 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 What's going on, guys? Yeah, this is gonna be pretty chill live stream, I think. I don't know, these middle of the week ones, it's just like wintertime driving a bus. I don't know, man, I'm just a little bit tired, a little bit cold. Oh man, it's going down to, I don't know, I want to say like 10-15 below again out here tomorrow in Minnesota. So man, just gets cold. but yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling out, just playing some music. So yeah, feel free to hang out, feel free to jump in the chat if you want, say something, I'll respond to you. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna be playing a few songs. So all right, let's see. Hearts like it's your hobby. That's just how well you played your parts. You broke me down and I feel it kinda cynical. Whoa, whoa. part of, that left you cold and dead inside. You're lost and lonely, seeking something, and I wish your heart was still alive. You broke me down and I'm feeling kind of cynical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If we could start again, if everything was new, if you weren't so far gone that there was nothing I could do. We could have ruled the world, we could have had it all. Everything made so much sense, but now we'll never know. Were you just faking all this time, wasting all my life waiting for this night? Were you just faking all this time, wasting all my life waiting for this night? You broke me down and I'm feeling kinda cynical, but maybe that's alright. You broke me down and I'm feeling kinda cynical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Without you, I'm still hoping for a miracle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. So, I don't know. I've been doing this inspirational moment in my live streams, and I don't know. I wasn't really sure what I should talk about tonight, and I don't know. Kind of a thought came to me during that song, but I don't know. I'm gonna play another song or two and think about it, and we'll see what I got. Otherwise, I might just end up reading some proverbs, because you can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I'm gonna play one more song for you guys. So the song's called Invisible. Just the ringing in my ears, no one else around, and it's been that way for years. Standing in a crowd, I blend in with the air, parties bumping loud, but I'll always be downstairs. Oh, do you even care? Oh, do you think it's fair? I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough. Oh, feels like I'm fading away. Feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Heard me one more time, like I wasn't even there. You apologize, just one more lie, I don't care. Offered you the truth, but you'd rather have a lie. Thought I was invisible, maybe you're just blind. Oh, do you even care? Oh, do you think it's fair? I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough. Oh, it feels like I'm fading away. It feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Invisible, invisible, and so alone. I'm screaming your name at the top of my lungs. I'm losing my voice, but it's never enough, never enough. Oh, feels like I'm fading away. Feels like I'm turning invisible. 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 Feels like I'm turning invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Invisible. Invisible, and so alone. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't tell if anyone's watching this right now or not. I don't know. People probably watch the replay, but yeah, I wasn't sure what I was supposed to talk about for my inspirational moment or whatever. And I don't know. I kept having different ideas, like, oh, I should do this, I should do that, and I don't know. There's nothing really kind of felt like, yeah, this is it, right? And I don't know. Something just kind of came to me when I was playing Miracle, and I don't know. I guess I just want to talk a little bit about myself and some of my experiences and some of the things that I've kind of been figuring out somewhat recently that it's really been kind of a big thing for me, really. And I'm not really sure how to talk about this, but I basically discovered I had no idea what a narcissist was, and it seems like everyone that I talk to, that I've mentioned this to, that I'm like, yeah, have you heard of like a narcissist? And they're like, oh yeah, I know what that is. And I don't know, I had like never heard of that. I didn't really know like what the heck that was. I didn't really understand that these people like existed. But yeah, if you don't really know, it's someone that doesn't have the ability to feel empathy. Like it's like this personality disorder where like the word narcissist, it comes from some kind of like, I think it's like a Greek god or something that like saw his reflection in the mirror and like fell in love with himself or something. But these people, it's like yeah, like they can't really feel empathy, and it's like they live in this sort of fake world where they just manipulate, and like the only way that they like from my understanding, like they had this messed up childhood or something where basically the only way they could get attention, the only way they could get anything they wanted was to just like lie and manipulate, and so they become like these incredibly skilled manipulative people that just can't ever like cope with the truth, and it's like their whole life is just they're sort of like pretending to be someone. They're like a poser, like they're pretending to be something, and they're manipulating, and they're doing like all these things to make themselves out to be like, I don't know. Look it up. There's some YouTube videos on this, and I'd been through a couple of situations with people, and I was just really kind of in a tough spot,
and I was really seeking God, and just asking, like, why does this keep happening? Like, what's the deal? And I came across this stuff about narcissists, and basically realized that I have a parent that's a narcissist and another parent that's a codependent, and it basically sort of like made me realize a lot of things. Like for me personally, it was like, like these narcissist people, like they're just never happy, like, and I don't know, like I had a parent, like I would try to, as a kid, try to get, get that love, get that affection or whatever, and just never be good enough, no matter what. And still to this day, it's like, no matter what I do, I can just never be good. I'm always like the person that's to blame for this person's, misery or whatever. And so it's like having that, like, that sort of a relationship normalized in my life, and having that feeling like as a kid or whatever, where I could just never get that love. It's like I've put myself in other situations where I get in these similar type of relationships, with people, and where it's like I'm trying to correct that situation. It's like I almost think subconsciously, like, okay, this time I'll be good enough, and this time I'll get that love and affection or whatever. And it just never works out, because these people have this narcissistic personality disorder where, like, they're just not even capable of that. Like, everything is just like this lie in this pretend world, and they're just, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, if you try to confront them about it, they'll just deny it, and like they just can't face that reality, that truth. But for me, it's like, that's been like a really big thing to realize, like, why I kept ending up in these situations was because, like, I was basically raised by that and thought, okay, this is what's normal. And so that I get myself in the same situation, and almost like I'm seeking it out, trying to correct, trying to win that love that I never got or whatever. So I don't know. That's been my situation, and it's been really, like, as time has gone on, I mean, this is like a progressive thing. I think it takes time. Like, you don't just realize this one day and, oh, everything's fixed, everything's like healthy and normal, and it doesn't quite work like that. But I just feel like as time goes on, I'm recognizing this more and more in my life, and realizing, like, what needs to change, and making changes, and it's been really good. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone. I would just recommend looking up some videos about narcissists and covert narcissists, and trauma bonds, and relationships with narcissists. Yeah, because, and the covert narcissists, they're sneaky, because, like, yeah, I don't know. They're not as obvious, and it's like, and I'm the type of person where I don't know, I guess, like, because of my past situation, because of, like, thinking this is normal, and almost seeking that out, I've just been really, really susceptible to that in the past. And it really has explained a lot about not just like romantic type relationships, but like friendships, like business relationships, all kinds of things. And so anyway, yeah, that's what I got for you tonight. I don't know, hopefully if that resonates with anyone here, yeah, look that stuff up, because yeah, it can be pretty life changing. But I guess what made me think of that, like, my song "Miracle" was basically about a situation like that, where yeah, there's this girl that that I fell for pretty hard, and just basically turned out to be like just a total deception, a total like people that like they pretend to be it's like a counterfeit of what I'm actually looking for. Like they know how to say the right words, press the right buttons. They're like, they got that manipulative, personality, like, down to a T. Like, they know how to say the right things, press the right buttons, to get you to just fall for them. And then they basically just want to, make you into their slave, and never, they give you like these little breadcrumbs of, of acceptance, of approval, or of, of whatever. And it's just never enough. And Yeah. So yeah, some of my music is about those kind of situations and realizing like, I mean, going through life and not knowing like what's up with that. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But but anyway, I hope that helps some people. I'm gonna play some more music for you guys now and continue on with the live stream. So, all right, what do I want to play next? Let's see.
Used to sit in church on Sunday, your parents raised you right. But now you're on the fence cause you read a book and your friends think that's alright. See, college doesn't help, it just changes your mind. And college kids don't care, they're just trying to waste your time. Step away from sin and death. You're far too precious for this world. And just because you lost your way, don't mean that you're lost forever. Step away from sin and death. You're far too precious for this world. And just because you lost your way, don't mean that you're lost forever. Let me fool you, I'm not perfect. My past was hard to change. I've done the things you think look funny, and all it brought to me was pain. Sin is fun at first. It tries. Sin is fun at first. It tries to trick us every day. But when the pleasure's gone, you're nothing but a slave. Step away from sin and death. You're far too precious for this world. And just because you lost your way, don't mean that you're lost forever. Step away from sin and death. You're far too precious for this world. And just because you lost your way, don't mean that you're lost forever. Step away from sin and death. You're far too precious for this world. Just because you lost your way, don't mean that you're lost forever. Face your mistakes, we'll be okay. Wet face, come dry your eyes, stay a while, can't leave without a smile. Have faith, what's in the past is in the past, this time we'll make it last. It's not the first time this has happened. I'll stay for every overreaction. Don't run away, don't run away. Don't let regret steal another day. Don't run away, don't run away. Face your mistakes, we'll be okay. Oh, 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 oh. Don't run away. Oh, 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 oh. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't let regret steal another day. Don't run away. Don't run away. Face your mistakes, we'll be okay. Oh, 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 oh. Don't run away. Oh, 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 oh. Don't run away.
Yeah, I was going to show you guys something. 1 second here. Not going too far, just going to grab something over here. Yeah, this. So, yeah, so I just want to show you a couple of things I've been working on. So I've got this idea. I'm kind of getting everything ready to release my song Invisible. You know, you've been hearing me talk about this because every week it's like, okay, I did this, I got this done, I fixed this on my website. So now, here's the latest. Boom. So this is going to be, well, this was my first design actually. I don't think I'm going to end up using this one, but I made this one. I felt like, okay, it's just too busy. I'm really just cramming, everything into the whole sheet of paper. So that was my initial design, and then I revised it to this, which is a lot simpler. It's got the the graphic designers, they'll call that like visual hierarchy or something, where like, this is like the biggest, then a little bit smaller, and a little smaller, so you're not just like overwhelmed with like, this is like almost, hard to read because there's just, okay, what do you look at? Like there's just so much on there. So this is a little bit, just feels simpler, I guess. Do not share on social media. And that's kind of, a couple thoughts on that. Number one, so, I'm not on social media. Trying to get away from big tech, not happy about the censorship. And that's an issue. Like, we need to get back to the real world, back to talking to people in real life, and not let these tech companies control us. There's been several other people coming out saying like, yeah, we need to get an alternative one, and I don't know, they just haven't really worked because, like, I don't know, the only reason people go there is just to be able to talk about politics that get censored everywhere else. So it's kind of like there's not really anything else there, like all the mainstream social media, all the musicians, I might rant about this here for just a little bit, but okay. So me growing up, high school, playing guitar, rock bands, stuff like that. I was always reading like these guitar magazines, and I'd always hear these stories about these guys and these bands that I really liked, where they just get in these disagreements with their record label. The record label like would basically ruin their album because they didn't want to, they didn't want to let them do what they wanted to do, and I don't know. There's just always these issues. I mean, you've probably heard about this stuff where, even like Prince and his whole thing about becoming the artist formerly known as Prince and this weird symbol. That was all about like issues with his label. Michael Jackson came out and said like Tommy Mottola is the devil and all this stuff. And I don't know, all these people had issues with their labels. So anyway, I always thought like, you know what, I just want to like learn how to record and produce my own stuff and just not have to have a label and just be able to do what I want to do. And that's always kind of been my attitude. And we during that time we kind of I was in high school like early 2000. I graduated 2003, so that was kind of right around the time of Napster and all that stuff. It was before social media, and at that time in the music industry, the idea was still like making it was to get signed to a record label, right? Being indie wasn't really like this widespread popular thing. It was kind of like this cool underground thing where you'd have to go to like these certain record stores and like find out about these artists and go to these live shows to really even know about any of this music because it wasn't on the radio. And that was like, we didn't have Spotify, we didn't have any of that. We didn't really have we didn't have social media. Our social media was AOL Instant Messenger. but yeah, so from that time on, like once social media became popular, and with MySpace and then Facebook and so on, once that became popular, once the Spotify and all that stuff became popular, it seemed like the indie scene really, the whole Napster thing where people were downloading music illegally and the record labels couldn't make money off that anymore, and that was hurting their sales. And all this basically led to like, indie artists everywhere. But in reality, like after I kind of stepped away from social media, I realized that like it's really no different situation than with the record labels, because now people are just they used to be a slave to the record label. Now people are a slave to social media. Now all the marketing people, all the people, oh, you want to make it a music, you got to be on every platform, you got to be posting this many times a day, you got to be getting out there and networking and messaging people and responding to every comment, and and it's like, like all this is basically just making, when you have every single artist out there telling people, go to Spotify, go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Instagram, they're basically, slaves to Facebook, advertising Spotify. And what do we get for it? Nothing. We don't get paid for likes. We don't get paid for, how many people like our post or whatever. Spotify barely pays anything. I make more money off of selling a t-shirt than I do off of like 10,000 streams on Spotify. I mean, that's where we're at. And but everyone in the music industry is saying, man, you got to be on social media, got to be doing this, and we've just become slaves. Instead of being slaves to the record labels, where we got all these issues with the record labels taking advantage of musicians and them making all the money and us doing all the work or whatever. Now we're just slaves to social media. So it's like the situation hasn't really changed all that much. But this right here, do not share on social media. Like that's kind of where this rant came from. So I don't know. Yeah, sorry to get off on that a little bit, but man, I just sometimes I just gotta let that stuff out a little bit, I guess. But anyway, yeah, do not share on social media. And then the other part is kind of like, I feel like that's a when I was learning all this stuff about marketing, everyone out there is telling you, like I just said, all the musicians have become slaves to social media. Everyone out there, follow me on this, follow me on this, follow me this. All these links, go to all these places, list all these. It's like, do not share on social media. I'm just doing the opposite of like what everyone else, and that's kind of like a marketing thing where people are just hearing the same thing over and over. You say something a little bit different, and it kind of like gets people to pay attention, because after a while they just tune out. Every other musician that's telling you like do this, someone tells you to do the opposite. Oh wait, what's he talking about? So So there's that, and then the other part, obviously, the song is called Invisible. So I feel like when people see this, it's going to catch their attention. Do not share on social media, and then invisible. Oh, he's nowhere to be found, so he must be invisible, right? Not on social media. So it kind of like ties in with that all a little bit. And then get the QR code, which, yeah, I'm showing you the flyer now. I'll just say that this website, this QR code, it all works, but it's under construction right now. And if you do happen to go there, like, you might get a little sneak peek of some stuff. But yeah, and I don't care if people are watching this. I have no idea how many people are watching this, if anyone is. But if you are and you want to go there, go ahead. Like, have at it. Be the first one. It's you earn the right to do that. so yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on making a resource page on my website where I've got stuff like this. I might make another design or two, and then I might have I've got some. So this is just like a standard sheet of paper, right? Like, anyone that's got a printer can just grab this and print it out, and not that big of a deal. It's not like the whole thing is black where it's going to use up all of your ink, And I can do this where they're just 4 on a sheet. You can cut them out pretty easily, hand those out, post them around wherever you are. You're working in like an office, office space type environment, and your boss won't get too mad at you. You can just use their printer, print a bunch of them out, and I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but yeah, I know there's people out there that they'll get away with doing stuff like that, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on, what I've been up to, a little bit of accountability there. So yeah, just gotta finish that up, and I'm looking at what I'm looking at doing is releasing the song officially to all the Spotify. I guess I'm still on that for now. I don't know. I haven't decided, but what I'm going to do at least is push the release date of that out, like maybe a month or something. I'm thinking something like March 1st, which is a Tuesday. And but before then, it'll be exclusively at Geeztown.com. That's kind of like there's that new Matrix movie that came out, and it's like you can exclusively get it on like HBO Max or something for the first month, and then it'll come out to other places. But it's kind of the same thing. Why not give myself the advantage and just say, hey, exclusively at Geeztown.com, come to my website instead of going to all these other places or whatever. And then then I'm not a slave to them; they're more of a slave to me. Then it's not like I'm advertising them. It's more like people find my music and they'll come to me versus me just telling everyone go to these other companies. So anyway, there's my rant. There's what I've been up to. So let's see. I'm gonna play one more song, and yeah, I think that might be it for tonight. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me rant about all this stuff. But okay.
To think differently. The risk is high to speak openly. Everyone is connected, and freedom of speech is protected, as long as you say what they want to hear. She blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. One minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. One minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took. politics way too far. The country's in a cold civil war. Everyone is connected, and freedom of speech is protected, as long as you say what they want to hear. She blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took. Can't be myself. Why'd you even friend me? What you trying to sell? I can't stay silent. I see through you. Can't live a lie the way that you do. And now we're left alone with our personal clones. There's nothing left that we don't already know. We're left alone with our personal clones. There's nothing left that we don't already know. And she blocked me, I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me. I can't say it shocked me. She might as well have shot me. 1 minute we're friends, one wrong word is all it took, and she blocked me.
Thank you, thank you. All right, well, I guess I kind of forgot to talk about my merch, but yeah, guys, if you want a hat, want a T-shirt, want a hoodie or something, want one of my cassettes that I made myself that are really cool, yeah, head over to Geeztown.com/merch. Check that stuff out. Appreciate the support. Thanks, guys, for watching this, and I will see you on Sunday. All right, bye.